Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Central Oregon Survival Network coming at you again. I'm rather excited. I just got a new survival bow a couple days ago. It's from Primal Gear Unlimited. It's a CFSB-1. And I want to do a quick review and characteristics and details of the bow. Then I'm going to show you how to string it and we'll do a function test. Right here, this is what I really like about it, is it's completely self-contained. Everything you need is right here. Its overall length, folded up, is 23 inches. Unfolded and strung is 55 inches. The riser or centerpiece of your bow is of aluminum construction. It also has a nice finish, a powder coating finish that is actually a textured powder coating that not only provides you with grip, but it also provides so you don't get any type of cold transfer from the aluminum itself. You have a retaining strap in the center that holds your limbs from coming out, plus it holds your string to your bow, which I really like also. So everything right here is self-contained and it's easy to get to. On the riser itself, on the ends, you have limb locking bolts and you have pivot bolts for your limbs. And I'll show you that right now. This is 2 pounds, 3 ounces. It also runs $129 off of the website, Primal Gear Unlimited. These limbs fold out of the center. Right here is your locking bolt. Torque that down. Do not over tighten it. What you could do, because it's the aluminum body, is you could strip this bolt out. If you strip that out, then you're going to either have to get it fixed by Primal Gear or have a professional do it. I don't suggest doing any modifications to this bow because it's designed by Primal Gear Unlimited and it can become dangerous if you try to start changing things. So what you do is go ahead and torque that down. That keeps your limb from coming loose. And of course, like I said, this folds right out of the center. You have your other limb that folds out. In the middle of the riser, you have your window, or sight window. You also have a felt strip for an arrow rest. Now, what I also like about this bow is you can actually make this bow left-handed as well as right-handed. All it takes is undoing your pivot bolt. You take this limb, flip it over, put it back in, and put your bolt back in. Now, while you do that, it's because if you see on here, this angle cut right now is set up for right-handed. If you try to string it up left-handed, it would go against that angle and it would start cutting into your string. So you got to flip these limbs over. If you've never shot the bow, flip the limbs over. Now, if you've shot the bow, they suggest that you take the top limb, put it into the bottom side, still flipping it over, take the bottom limb, put it on the top side, still flipping it over, and putting your pivot bolts back in. In the instruction manual for this bow, it goes over how to make it left-handed. It's really easy to do, and they made it really easy. That's what I really like about this bow. Now, overall length is 55 inches. It is a little long, but I actually like it being long. It feels good. It's got a good draw length on it. And we're going to go out and I'll show you on our function test. And also I'll show you how to string it. Folding these back in. Now on the string, I've actually added a couple silencers and a notch for the arrow. It doesn't come with any of that, which is nice, and you can put on either your cat whiskers or whatever type of silencers you like. I was going to go with cat whiskers. They didn't have any at the time, so I went with a different design. We'll see how that also works. I also purchased with the bow some breakdown arrows. These arrows are really cool because you can break them down in half and put them in your pack. I really like these. Instead of having a full-length arrow and trying to figure out what to do with them, you can break them down. Really simple, really easy. 3 arrows though, for your breakdowns, run $45. These are buck busters. They're a 400, 45, 60 arrow. and I weighed them just to see if there was any major differences in the weight, and they're pretty much spot on. So let's go outside and give it a shot. All right, we're outside now. I got it all strung up for you. I forgot to mention inside these are 50-pound limbs. They do sell a 60-pound limb now at Primal Gear Unlimited. This is their survival bow, or bow. I like to call it survival bow. I'm going to show you how to unstring and string the bow. It's just like a recurve. Step through. Use this as a breaking point. Pull and unstring. That easy. Pull again. String it up. Okay. Now, like I mentioned before in my other videos, make sure that your string is seated correctly on both sides before you pull the bow back, or you could have a safety issue. Alright, we're going to shoot this about 20 yards. I'm not by any means a recurve shooter. Mostly shoot compound bow, but I'll give it my best shot for you. Alright, sorry, didn't have a cameraman today, so I kind of had to chop the videos up so I can get it all in. I just want to make sure that you kind of see me shooting it, and here's the results at 20 yards. I didn't run up, stick some arrows in. These are actually all shot arrows at 20 yards. Now some of you, I'm sure, can shoot better than I can with the recurve. I'm not the greatest shot in the world with the recurve. Like I said, usually I use a compound bow for hunting. But I'm pretty confident that I can make a pretty easy kill at 20 yards. This is a pretty good group, pretty much all in the lungs, one or two in the heart. It's pretty good shooting. I really like this bow. It's a great quality bow. It's got excellent features. It's really smooth to shoot. Primal Gear Unlimited survival bow. I highly recommend it. It's a great bow for the money. Great quality. And once again, thanks for watching. Stop.
Wow, that one was just so big.
20 yards.